Go.
Colette and I would like to update you on just the State of the Union here at the Medical Center since our last video that we shot. A lot of good things have been happening here at the Medical Center. We've continued to improve our quality as witnessed by the leapfrog scores. We've improved our financial performance as witnessed by the Moody's upgrade, and you're continuing to work with Moody's on that. And our medical staff has had renewed confidence in this medical center for quality, and as such, we've seen our admissions increase by almost 8%. So things are really on the right track here at the medical center. And as a result, our board just recently approved going out in November for a GO bond of $350 million. So Colette, what's all this about? And can you explain that to our community about what it's all about?
Yeah, so the GO bond will be on this November's ballot, and the community will have an opportunity to vote for or against it. It will provide, if it passes, $350 million, and we know down to the dollar how we're going to spend those funds. What that means to the individual is that it'll be approximately $30 per $100,000 of assessed property value. So if you own a $300,000 home, the bill's about $80 a year. But what that gives us an opportunity to do is focus on reducing the wait times in our emergency room, expand the emergency department, and modernize and improve this hospital, which is really what we've heard is so important and so near and dear to our hearts.
It really is, because when you think about a facility that's 65 years old, all semi-private rooms or more, an emergency department that was built for a volume of maybe 30 to 35,000 visits, and we're seeing close to 140,000 visits now. So it really does address so many important issues this community has seen. Because as you and I have been out in the community, we've gotten feedback that people sometimes have waited almost 24 hours to get a hospital bed, and that's just not acceptable. Mm-hmm. So I think as we look forward to this GO bond, that's at the heart of this. Mm-hmm. And as you said, it's about $80 an average home price.
Now, Mike, what happens if this GO bond doesn't pass and we don't get the funds from it?
If the GO bond doesn't pass, Colette, we can come back in 2 years. But I think right now, when I talked earlier about all the momentum that we've got, increased volume, we're problem solving, you've identified we're coming up with some interim solutions to try to make a difference within this inadequate space in the emergency department. Our quality continues to improve, our financial performance improves. To me, I think the timing is right now. Mm-hmm. So I really hope that the voters believe what we're going to share, and that you and I, again, we're going out into the community like we did with Measure H, a lot of community forums in Palmdale, in Lancaster, and our own staff to be able to answer questions and explain how does this benefit the community.
Mm-hmm. And we're not waiting for the bond to pass or to not pass to address some of the issues in the emergency room to the best of our ability. The short-term solution is what we're looking at right now, which you'll see in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And that is us taking the departments that are currently in the hospital and moving them out of the hospital to create some space for the emergency department and the services that we provide, which should help to alleviate something between 10 and 20% of the congestion that we already see. But that's not the long-term solution. The long-term solution is getting the funding that we need in place in order to be able to really address permanently the solution, which is a properly sized space for the volume and for the size of our community. And I just want to say that in closing, together we get to make choices about the vision for our future. And whether you vote for the bond or you don't vote for the bond, that's a uniquely personal decision to you, and it belongs just to you. But I'm resolved that we're on a path that we started down 1.5 years ago, which is the right path. We serve 500,000 people in this Antelope Valley, and my heart is for that each one of those 500,000 people sees us as the team that is always providing state-of-the-art, modern health care, and we are a place of hope, healing, and compassion for all 500,000 of those people. And that our team is seen as the team that daily lives our culture and our values, which is rooted in trust, compassion, truth, honesty, integrity, excellence, collaboration, and all those things that we've worked so hard to create over the last year and a half. So let's resolve to that together, so that when this community looks back, they can see a team who was caregiving and compassionate about healthcare, passionate about transforming and treasuring the way that we deliver healthcare in this community. And that when we look back and we pass this hospital lovingly on to the next generation, we can say that we acted in a manner that was worthy of ourselves, and that we're a bolder, stronger, more compassionate hospital than we were the day before we came.
You know, for me to kind of comment and add to that, our success is just because of what Colette shared. It's the culture, it's the sense of family, it's the dedication, it's the focus on the patients that are here. So what gives me a lot of, I think, encouragement is we know what this plan means. We know it's $350 million, and that we don't intend to ever come back to the community for more money, and that there are other partners that are out there that are going to work with us, and we're going to continue to transform healthcare for this community because the community deserves it. So, thank you.
Thanks, guys.